So this morning, Girl Talk is going to be talking a little bit about wife material or partner material. I mean, let's not leave the men out. It's a term commonly used to describe a woman believed to be suited for marriage. But what about husband material? Man suited for marriage? How popular is this in our culture? We're going to discuss that, but first, here are a few responses from our viewers. Deli_Christy, if he or she can commit to one partner for the rest of his or her life, willing to compromise and support each other, then yes, that's marriage material right there.
Okay.
Jadicia Dunkley, yes, my partner is marriage material. That's why I married him. He's hardworking, very attentive. He loves the Lord. He's manly. Wait, I wonder what that means.
I want to know what that means.
And she put it in a full cap. He cares for his family and others around him. He shows his appreciation for everything I do. He's loving, and that's only a few. Hashtag match made in heaven. Sound like him drop right out of heaven.
Nice, eh? God, brother. Nice. At Babybecame_20, I'm not sure why the focus is on women to be marriage material, because men should be too, as two people are in the marriage, a man and woman, so we should be carrying the same kind of equal attributes to complement each other. My partner is marriage material as he has my back all the time. He is bluntly honest with me even when it's ugly, and we bring out the best in each other even without realizing it. We make each other better versions of ourselves each day.
Wow.
That's nice.
Wow.
Talk back is
Yes.
really positive this morning.
Yes, I like it. But importantly so, because a lot of the things that these women would have mentioned are things that they have had to experience and not something that somebody could tell them. And I find that a lot of times somebody will cook a meal and put it on social media, and then we'll put hashtag wife material, and people say, yes, you're wife material. And I'm like, okay, so if you don't cook, it's not wife material.
Culturally, we have some markers, as Jamaicans. As Caribbean people, but culturally, as Jamaicans, we have some things. The African cook, what Lex said, think it up for your pretty look, recipe book. You have to be able to, see, Tingle says it, you have to be able to wash and clean. What else, gentlemen? What else do you consider wife material?
I think a lot.
Cook, wash, clean, caring.
Now look, Marvin not interested in wives, so I'm not answering none of that. Spanish Town, caring, domesticated. They can wash, cook, clean.
So does that mean then, if I cannot wash, I cannot cook, and I cannot clean,
you're not married?
Not wife material?
You're not married.
They are not wife material, but we can learn, we can teach.
Oh, okay. So you see, this is the issue. So Tingle says that does not disqualify me from being wife material, but he can teach me and we can learn. I'm saying, what if I decide I don't want to do it?
That's fine.
I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean. I don't want to domesticate up. I want to sleep. I want to work. I want to raise my child. We get somebody in the house, the housekeeper to help. And that's okay. As long as that person can?
As long as that person fine with everything.
Right. So the feedback on the floor is as long as we have somebody in the house who can do that. Which tells me then that you are not husband material.
All right.
Kawa, you can do it.
Me can do it. I can, but
Not
I have
all
to
the time.
work.
What about work?
Oh, so you have to work as well.
I have to work.
I find women get a really bad rap. Because we have to work too. And 10 chances to 1 is we have to come home, come cook and clean and all the rest of it.
So this is where it gets tricky, because there was a time where there was a feeling that the woman's place was home. And so all them domestic things that we're talking about, wash, cook, clean,
Cultural.
She was at home, and the man therefore would have to provide.
It's the hunter-gatherer. It's the
What
same
the man would
Margaret
have to
Mead
provide.
paradigm, right?
But now when we realize that times hard and poor man alone, him one can't provide. So wife, you have to go come help me.
That's our Christian upbringing. That's not us.
Then if wife have to come help me in
That's
the
Christian
area where we
upbringing?
normally say a man area, then man not have to come help wife in the woman area too, since we're you know. So those gender things, man,
It's religious.
gone through the window I mean, and I'm not knocking people whose homes are still like that.
Right.
If your home is like that and you're happy,
Yes.
it's your home. I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying in a situation where you have had to say the one paycheck can't carry the home, and now the woman has to go help with the paycheck, then we have to now revisit some of the stereotypes that we've been perpetuating all this time.
I think to my mind, the husband material, the fabric of it,
Yes.
pardon the pun, has changed. And it's less, for me at any rate, about what you can do in those areas and more about who you are and the characteristics you possess as a person. What are your attributes? What are your values? What are you bringing to the relationship?
Because people see a man in a good job, and then we say, hi, a good husband material, that, you know.
And he's a...
You see, job we have. Worse if him got intelligent, then say, oh, mercy.
Bright.
See, husband there, he a good job and he bright. Yes. Yeah, he a good job and he bright.
Now, when you end up in a room with that man, you
He
could
a
find
good job
out
and he
he's
bright, but he might have cold like a ice.
chauvinist, masochist, all the rest. And
And they will look at you.
yes, Tingle, and they will look at you and scoff, but you
You're
are,
trying to scoff at
as you have proven,
Mr. Tingle.
you're a good husband material,
Good.
as
and
you've
he-
recently
and he's
proven.
Good wife material, he married to. So
Yes,
don't scoff at Sir Tingle, please.
correct.
And
So for me, it's less about, you know, can you cook and can you clean and can you,
Yeah.
and more about who you are. Who's
So it
shouting in the
might
control
be,
room?
I don't, Boro, I think.
What
so
is he
it
saying?
It might be when you, not the material, but when you get the material, what you make with it.
Well,
'Cause
some
you
material
can't-
you
you
get
can't
them
buy-
and you realize they can't make anything.
No, so that, to me, that's what's going to make the marriage work. Because you can walk into a store
And the
see
material
a great
pretty.
piece of material, and you say, oh, this is nice. I'm going to make a dress. And then you just can't make the dress from the material. And then somebody come in and you say, oh, where you go with that? That not going to look good. And then they make something and you say, oh, my God.
Yes.
That's the material that you
Yes,
bought?
correct.
So I feel like that's kind of the way
Correct.
we have to approach relationships. You know, you see the material, but, because let's be fair.
Everything is not for
Physically
everybody.
is what you see first. You're going to say,
That's what's going to attract you.
this look like
Yeah.
this could have worked. But we have to change some of the concepts. In
And
this 21st
stereotypes.
century, yeah, it not changed. I mean, to be pessimistic, but me still see some people make some statement. And then I meet people who try to, I'm sure you've had that experience,
We'll try to what?
who try to change my material.
My fabric is 45 years in the making.
trying to change-
There's no more trend that's going to
And
change
I'm like,
it.
but why
And this-
would you see me as a person who is so independent and then meet me and tell me, say, oh, you have to tone it down.
You know that happened to me too.
That's what me I ask if them things are not, you have to tone it down and you can't be so. And I'm like, then why are you, what would have attracted you to
Too
me?
independent.
In
How
the
can
first
you be too
place.
independent?
Too independent and you have to, and I'm going to tell you what to do and you're to do what I tell you to do. I mean, I say,
That's
me?
not how my mama raised me.
Me?
Ain't never going to happen.
I could talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm reasoning it out. But
Yeah.
not just tell me I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Me no know.
Yeah.
Well, in that instance,
That's when you
me-
try to change a piece of linen into
that's
spandex.
Hi, girl.
Not gonna work. You
That's
can't
not
stretch it. It's not gonna happen. It's just not
Dakran and cotton.
two separate.
Silk and
Gabardine is
same.
not polyester. It's not. You understand? Okay. That's it for Girl Talk. Coming up next, Christmas in July. We'll be right back with that.
Club is like they don't listen to